To use VideoPoint, you need to have an MOV file. So if your file was an AVI or another format, you would have to convert it rather to an MOV file, or else use Tracker as explained in another video. Here I have converted one of the student videos into an MOV. So I just open that inside of VideoPoint. Okay, VideoPoint has some directions as you go through to help you along, so it's really quite straightforward. In the first screen, you just preview the video, and then in the second, you calibrate by moving this measuring tool to your meter stick. I just adjust it. The units are meters by default, so you can just click OK. And then on the next screen, you can adjust your coordinate system. It's kind of difficult to move around the coordinate system, so I just leave it in the bottom corner. You can change which frame you're going to start on. It's best with VideoPoint to trim your video in advance if you can, because it does make you click through the entire number of frames in your video otherwise. So here in this screen, to collect data, I'm going to have to go through and click through each frame. So it's easier if you put on the zoom tool. So now I can see the tennis ball much more clearly. I just click where it is, and at the first of the video the tennis ball doesn't move, so I'm just going to keep on clicking over top of the same location until it starts to move. And here we go, now it's starting to drop. So I just follow the tennis ball down. This is where you might really appreciate the auto track feature in Tracker. I actually prefer Tracker overall to VideoPoint, but VideoPoint's a good piece of software as well. Okay, so I just follow the tennis ball down. Sometimes when I'm clicking, I'm noticing it's not advancing to the next frame, so I'm getting more than one measurement of the same location. That's going to show up in the graph a little bit. So if this wasn't just a demonstration, I might redo this just to see if the software responds a little bit more appropriately. After the ball bounces back up, I just follow the tennis ball back up, still clicking. Now you run into a slight problem of overlap with the yellow dots for the old locations of the ball. The camera shake's actually helping us a bit here since it's making the ball in a slightly different location. And we just go through and keep on clicking. You have to have a click per frame until we run out of frames, which is the negative of this type of analysis with VideoPoint. And Tracker, the auto track, took care of that for us. Okay, so when I'm finished clicking all through the frames, then I can click to analyze the data. It takes a second for it to make the graphs. And then it asks you to select the columns. It already has both the X and Y selected. I don't really want the X, but it's the way it's selected for now, so I'll just click on the big open screen and it makes a graph for me. And you can see that indeed when I had to double click, the top part of the graph is a little bit messy, but you can still follow the data down, and when you do an averaging it should turn out okay. And you can see where the ball bounces at the bottom, and then it continues on to level out until the video stopped. Okay. One good thing about VideoPoint is you can export directly to Excel.